Imagine this. The moment arrives when science finally defeats aging. Scientists discover a way for our cells to regenerate endlessly. You stop aging. After 25, no wrinkles, no diseases of old age. Humanity has achieved true immortality. And with it, a new era begins. You wake up every day knowing tomorrow you'll look exactly the same. Strong, healthy, young. You could try everything. Climb the tallest mountains. Master every art and profession. Travel the world without fear of time. Live a dozen different lives in the same body. You'd have enough time to start businesses, write books, become an athlete, a painter, even reinvent yourself completely, again and again. Imagine living through entire centuries and then just moving to another continent to begin anew. But here's the catch. It's not only you who's immortal. Dictators, criminals, tyrants, they never die either. If someone is cruel, now they have infinite time to become infinitely cruel. And worst of all, you cannot be killed, but you can still be broken. Imagine being chained to a rock and dropped into the deep ocean. You never drown, you never die, but the hunger, the pain, the loneliness last forever. That's not death, that's eternal torture. Immortality is not always a gift. It can be hell without an end. Now picture Earth 500 years after immortality is discovered. No one dies. The population skyrockets into tens of billions. Families still want children, but each new child means another eternal body. The planet overflows. Food runs out. Water becomes scarce. Cities become endless swarms of people, stacked on top of each other. Governments face impossible choices. Who gets to stay? Who gets exiled? People might literally be thrown into space like garbage, drifting forever in the cold void, still alive. An infinite graveyard of eternal bodies, floating in the dark. Life feels valuable because it's limited. We chase dreams because we fear running out of time. But when time is infinite, meaning vanishes. Imagine you've lived for 300 years. You've seen everything, tried everything. What's left? Days blur together. Eternity becomes an endless boredom. Friends and family never leave. Nobody dies. But is that happiness or a prison? I know what you think. What this yellow pal talking about? Just keep listening and you will got it. Some might say, well, if Earth is too crowded, we'll just colonize space. But space isn't a paradise waiting for us. It's vacuum, radiation, endless cold. Even Mars, which is our easiest target, has no breathable air, no liquid water on the surface, and deadly radiation from the sun. Terraforming a planet isn't something that happens in decades. It would take thousands of years, maybe longer than human civilization has even existed. And the distances are enormous. The closest star system, Proxima Centauri, is over 4 light-years away. With today's fastest technology, it would take tens of thousands of years to reach it. Even with immortality, imagine floating in a cramped ship for 20,000 years just to arrive at a dead rock. So, colonization sounds exciting, but in practice, it's almost impossible with current or near-future technology. Immortality doesn't solve that. It just means people could suffer endlessly in space, rather than on Earth. And immortality doesn't make you invincible to pain. If you're thrown into space, you won't die. You'll float forever, burning in solar radiation, freezing in the dark, suffering endlessly. Is that really life? At first, immortality sounds like the ultimate gift, a dream come true. Never aging, never dying, infinite time to do everything you've ever wanted. But when you look closer, it becomes clear. Immortality could create far more problems than benefits. And yes, I know it sounds cynical, as if I'm saying death is better. That's not the point. The point is to show what life without an end would actually feel like. Life is precious because it ends. We love deeper, we fight harder, and we dream bigger because we know time is limited. Mortality gives urgency and meaning to our choices. It's the ticking clock that makes every second matter. If life never ended, if nothing was ever lost, joy itself would fade into the background. Accomplishments would blur together. Love and friendship would stretch into eternity and lose their fire. Without an ending, even beauty becomes routine. And when we look at our world today, full of problems, injustice, and suffering, it's even clearer. We don't need infinite time. We need to make the most of the time we already have. So, if there's a message here, it's this. Cherish your days. Love the people you have now. Create, explore, and live boldly, because it's the fleeting nature of life that makes it powerful. I wish you a strong, meaningful life. And yes, love too. Subscribe, or I'll find you.